Friday, September 14th.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Dartmouth High School, and welcome to the Daily Tribe. We're your hosts. I'm Riley LeCon.
And I'm Tori Santos.
And let's head over to Megan with today's weather.
Megan Devine here with the weather. Today is a beautiful day, mostly sunny with a high of 76 and a low of 59. Seems like a perfect day for a football game, which you should go to. Have a good weekend, but for now, here is Riley and Tori with the announcements.
Thanks, Megan, for that wonderful weather.
Speaking of the game, what's the halftime show about?
Ooh, alrighty. So this year, the halftime show is called The Rainforest. It has a lot of cool bird imagery and like forest imagery. I'm pretty excited about it.
Awesome.
Alrighty, let's head to those announcements. Go Big Green 5K, Sunday, October 7th. Register online to run or walk. $20 for students and $25 for adults. Proceeds go to the Dartmouth High School class of 2020. See Mrs. Kelly or Senora Chamberlain for more details. $150 sponsor to have your class dues waived this year. Juniors' participation is essential for this event.
Interested in a photography trip to Iceland? You may have missed the meeting, but if you are unable to attend, please contact either Mrs. Kernan or Mrs. Burnett.
Attention student drivers. Students who do not have a 2018-2019 parking pass and are driving to school must see Mrs. English as soon as possible. You must have a proof of purchase email, a valid driver's license, and a signed contract to obtain one. Warnings will be issued if this is not completed.
Dartmouth High Theater Company auditions for A Christmas Story will be Sunday, September 16th at 2 p.m. in the high school auditorium. Be prepared to sing and read from the script. Hope to see you there.
Lunch for today is wings and things. Buffalo wings, better for you mozzarella sticks, marinara dip, nachos with cheese sauce, and some zesty salsa.
DHS invites you to our Back to School Bash. Music, games, tailgating, and more. Friday, September 14th at 5:30 p.m. in the field behind the middle school. All students who attend the cookout will gain free admission to our first home game.
As if I wasn't jazzed enough about this Back to School Bash, we have a very special guest here to tell us some more information. So, Ms. Xavier, welcome. Welcome to the Tribe.
Well, I'm thrilled to be a very special guest, and I'm here to promote our first annual Back to School Bash, which will be held behind the middle school. We'll have face painting. We have inflatables. One of the inflatables is a 4-way bungee, so be prepared to compete. Looking forward to seeing you all there.
Alrighty. That sounds like a lot of fun. I can't wait to go.
I'm getting ready for this evening. It's going to be wonderful.
Really
Alrighty.
will be.
But on a more serious note, juuling has become an epidemic in not just high schools across the country, but middle schools as well. So we have a PSA about juuling.
And on a lighter note from that PSA, welcome us in joining in speaking with Mr. Tebow for this week's edition of the Principal's Perspective. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Riley and Victoria. I'm Principal Ross Tebow, and it's my pleasure to be joining you again this year for the Principal's Perspective. Last year, each week, as part of the Tribe Morning Show, I get to address the Dartmouth High School community and celebrate and recognize outstanding members of the faculty as well as our students here at Dartmouth High School, and we plan to do the same again this year. We'll begin the 2018-2019 school year by highlighting some of our newest faculty members. Hope you enjoy the community profiles. Ms. Kearney, welcome to Dartmouth High School.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tebow. Appreciate it.
Would you mind sharing with the community which courses you're going to be teaching this year at Dartmouth High School?
Yep, so for this year I'm teaching all 9th grade. I've got 2 sections of our 9 honors and then 3 sections of the 9 college and career ready. And so far I've had very excited and happy learners that are ready.
Great. So, Ms. Kearney, one of the things that impressed during the interview process was that you kind of had, you had some prior teaching experience. So, could you share with the community maybe a little bit about your background in education, including where you studied and that type of stuff?
Yep, absolutely. So for college, I went to Southern New Hampshire University, and I double majored in English language and literature and English education. Coming home from New Hampshire, it took me about a year to get a job, and I started long-term subbing at Dartmouth High School 2 years ago. I was a long-term English sub there, teaching 10th grade, and I really kind of got a lot of my backbone and experience there. This past year, I taught at Ponagansett High School for a year, and I taught 10th, 11th, and 12th graders there. And I am very excited to be starting my third year of teaching at Dartmouth High School. It's a very awesome community and very close to where I live, so that's great.
Great. And maybe you could share, it's my understanding that you have kind of a unique theme in your classroom that's colored by your passion of travel. So could you share a little bit about your, the unique experience students will get in your English classroom?
Yep, so I spent a lot of time decorating my classroom in a travel theme. Traveling is something I've always really, really enjoyed. When I went to college, I studied abroad in Italy, and I lived in Florence for about 3 months. And so I wanted to bring that kind of thoughts of exploring and traveling and kind of putting yourself out there into my room. My room is C29, so if anyone wanted to come by and see it, you could. I've got inspirational quotes, and also my students have pointed out a lot of floral prints, which I didn't realize I liked, but I guess I do.
Great. Again, welcome to Dartmouth High School. Our students are so lucky to have you, and we are certainly excited to have you as well. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Alrighty then. So on Wednesday, myself and a few other members of Team Backstreet were fortunate enough to be interviewed by Dartmouth Weekly, and the article is actually live online right now. So if you want to go check it out, go to Dartmouth. The link is dartmouth.theweeklytoday.com. So if you want to check that out and show the media production team some love, go over and check that out because it's actually a really, really nice article. What do you think?
I know, it really is cool. We could appreciate some love here.
Absolutely. If you want to go show us some love, go check out that article. But I believe that covers it for today's announcements. So signing off, I'm Riley LeConte.
And I'm Tori Santos.
Signing off with Team Backstreet.